Okay, I think we're period. Hey, Kathy girl. Kathy be like, I'm not playing with my friend, period. It has been a minute. I have not been on, oh, you guys are coming in quick today. Hi, you guys. I have not been on YouTube in like a month, and I really have not been on, social media like super heavy lately either, because it's been giving me just like, social media has been giving me a lot of anxiety lately, and I'm trying really hard to get back into it just because it's part of what I do. But thanks, girl. New York ain't got no good beauty supply stores, so I can't find nothing like this up here. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into social media because it's what I do, and ultimately I do want to take my social media more seriously. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I don't know what it is lately. Like, I just been going through this phase where the idea of creating content and then putting it out to be perceived by people is just giving me a lot of anxiety. Like, even I posted a TikTok. Remy, get down. Y'all, she always want to bother me as soon as I start recording. I posted a TikTok yesterday, or maybe it was today. I don't even know. All the days been meshed together lately, but and even that gave me anxiety, y'all. Like, it just gives me a lot of anxiety to get on social media lately, and I be trying to give y'all this content, but baby, anxiety been whooping my ass. So I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to get in here, and then we'll start talking. I'm not gonna try to make this a super long live, and then please ignore the fact that my bed is not made. This is just what we're giving today. Look at me and Kathy in the back. Period. Let me let some more people get in here. But while I'm waiting, oh my God. So I had three main topics I want to talk about today, and that is smash or pass going on the smash or pass that I've been seeing on TikTok, those videos. I want to talk about the mixed and biracial side of TikTok, the like acting like being mixed is a whole personality. It's getting real weird. I love this picture of us too, girl. We really looked good as hell this night. Like, the thing was, we weren't even trying this night, because I remember what we stepped out in. I mean, of course, I had the picture too. We was really on chill mode, but when I say we was on chill mode and everybody was just like, the men's was just in our faces, period. But we were really on chill mode that night. That's what cracks me up. Like, we really was like, I don't know if we were coming from somewhere and going out that night was just not part of the plan, and we just ended up out. Actually, I think we went after work that night. I think that's why, because we were definitely on chill mode. Let me take, not the, y'all, my roommate's cat has separation anxiety, I'm convinced. So he literally, whenever my roommate's not home, he starts crying and yelling and screaming outside of my door, because I guess I'm his other little best friend. Okay, let me get this somewhat semi-presentable, because I'm gonna do my hair later on in this video, but I'm not about to do it right now. Letting more people come up in here, and then we're gonna start talking, y'all, because I'm really not understanding what possessed anybody to want to no, my cat does not get along with his cat at all. My cat does not like other people. Not other people. She loves people. She loves people. She likes people. She likes kids. My cat does not like other animals at the fuck all. It can be dog, rabbit, other cat, whatever. She does not. If it has fur and it breathes like her, she does not like it. But she's also not aggressive. So she doesn't bite. She doesn't scratch. She just cries and hisses. She does not like the other cat at all. And the other cat is very interested in her. And he is younger, so he be wanting to play and stuff. And my cat is older, and she be like, boy, if you don't get the fuck. So, yeah. She does not rock out with the other cat. But, no, I'm just really wondering what possessed anybody to want to get in this smash or pass line. Like, I'm just really curious about the thought process behind lining up and letting a bunch of dusty ass niggas rate you. And especially after I don't know which, actually I do know which live it was. It was the live where I was roasting Kevin Samuels, where I was talking about how men and their hygiene and just the fact they be nasty and dusty. And none of the men in the smash or pass line to me is cute, but they be over here roasting these girls for their skin tone. And I'll be like, actually, okay, while I'm waiting on more people to come in, let's talk about this too, because this is a thought that I had the other day. As far as, I don't know, I just don't see a lot of attractive men in general ever. I would say in the past year and a half, to me personally, I have not seen anybody where I was like, and I mean, granted, part of that is because of COVID too. Everybody's been outside and we're just recently opening stuff. But I would say, like, as far as everything opening and stuff, it's been a very, 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 very long time since I was like walking down the street or out and about and I saw a man that I said, damn, he is like really fine, or he is really attractive. Like, I have not seen a man, and even on social media, I have not seen a man that I felt like was like extremely attractive in so long that I honestly get scared sometimes, because I'm like, damn, like, am I gonna find somebody I'm attracted to? Because I don't know if I'm just hella picky or what. And then I feel like it's not even just like, it's like even when I do see one where I'm like, oh, you know, in the facial features, he's very attractive. Then I look at like the lifestyle or the mentality, and then I'm just not attracted at all. And it makes me nervous because I'm like, I would love to have, you know, a life partner out here, but I'm like, the pickings are very slim. The pickings are really, really slim. Like, they'd either be like semi-fine, but then be like misogynistic or broke, and I'm just like, oh hell no. As soon as I see you're broke, I'm automatically turned off. Not because everything is about money, but again, from a standpoint of what I was saying in one of my past lives, I'm at a point where I have to think about things from a longevity standpoint, and there is no longevity in broke ass niggas. Like, it's just not. It might be fun for the moment, but there's no longevity in it, because one day when I have kids, I don't want to have to worry about how I'm getting money because my partner can't support while I'm popping out, you know, your whole ass baby, while I'm recovering from popping out your whole ass baby. Like, I don't know. There's no longevity in broke niggas. There might be good D in them. It might be a fun time, but it's not a long time. So it'd be that, where they be having mad bread, but then they're just not attractive at all. And it's scary out here, because I'm just like, oh my God, like, oh my God. And then I also be kind of like, Remy, you, girl, y'all hear this? She has a, hold on, y'all, hold on. Because she got a specific meow for when she about to throw up. And you not about to do it on my floor. Y'all, this is what being a cat mom is like. Oh my God. Remy, you will wait till I get on live and then cut up. Child. Girl. Nah, that was not even her being talkative. That was her about to throw up on my motherfucking floor. I had to catch her, because I be trying to teach her. Cats, anybody, okay, if y'all own cats, anybody who does own cats, you would, oh girl, not you came out the litter box and then was trying, oh, okay, nothing came out. When you own cats, anybody who knows, I mean, all animals do this because they just don't be knowing. Cats will pee in the litter box, they will poop in the litter box, but then when it is time to throw up a hairball or throw up anything that they've been chewing on that they are not supposed to be chewing on, they don't go to the litter box to do that. They want to do it on your floor. And every time I hear that meow, I will catch her and I will literally like pick her up and take her straight to the litter box. Because I'm like, no, girl, you are not about to be thrown up on my fucking floor. Girl, maybe I almost lose my whole train of thought. A whole litter box, and and then not even let me tell you how real the disrespect be, because you're not even just gonna throw up on the floor. You gonna try to throw up on the floor dead ass while I'm looking at you. And don't let me have a nice rug, y'all. This is why I cannot have anything nice, because if I get a nice rug, y'all, she has killed 4 of my rugs. Because for some reason, she will not. I have hardwood floors. That's what a lot of New York is, hardwood floors. You're not getting carpets up here. This girl, let me get a rug, be decorate my room all cute. Oh, whoop-de-woo, I got a rug now. This bitch will go throw up on my rug. Rug ruins. 4, y'all. She's murdered 4 rugs. So now I just don't buy rugs. So now I just be walking on this hard ass floor. I love her, but after, this is my last cat. This is my last cat. I like cats, but I like when other people have cats and I can pet them and then I can take my ass home. I love this cat, but I'm not gonna get another one. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's to the point where, like, okay, I hate when I express these feelings about kind of like how I feel about the dating scene right now and not finding anybody attractive and people are like, oh, well, maybe you just need to, like, they're not trying to say settle, but essentially what they're saying is settle. Like, they're like, oh, well, maybe you need to just try to date somebody that you're not really attracted to but can do this, this, and that. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And the reason I'm not gonna do that is because I see Remy, because now I know you lying. Yeah, having pets is like having children. Anyway, I see examples of where people have partners who have their ish together and are also very attractive. I see people get both all the time. So I am not about to be guilt tripped into settling for one or the other. And that's my thing when it comes to dating. I do not like when people try to guilt trip me into settling for one or the other. Like, oh, you know, if you get an attractive man, he probably isn't gonna have money. Or if you get a man with money, he's probably not gonna be attractive. I'm like, no, baby, I'm gonna get both. Y'all might be willing to give up, but I'm gonna get both. Because I'm not about to live a life with somebody I'm not attracted to and be forced to just, oh, maybe I'll grow into it. No, not me. I'm not that type. I'm sorry. But yeah, I feel like the dating pool is just hella scary lately. It's hella scary. It's hella non-existent. And I be disgusted by what's out here. Oh my God. Literally disgusted. Let me see if my edges are ready to be edging. Okay, but let me know when y'all are ready to start talking about this, like, this smash or pass shit, because I'm over here like, ooh, let me brush this out, child. I'm about to show y'all how I do this. Okay, I'm about to, hold on, because before we talk about anything, I gotta fix my hairline. I can't be talking to y'all and y'all looking at this line on my head. screaming. I don't know if I'm gonna save this live or not yet, so we'll see. Get some of that going. What is this little, oh, it's a hair. I'm like, what is this little hair? Okay, so anyway, let me start talking while I do this. So y'all not just sit here in silence. Okay. Well, let me read some of you guys' comments first. Chris said, tried that. It never lasts. The guy ends up getting friend zone in the end. Miss Jobine said, I'll be lucky if I find a nice guy at my college. Downside, it's an art college, so everyone's antisocial as fuck. Honestly though, in college, what I will say, and this is the mentality I had in college, and it will help you. College is not the place you go to get in a relationship. It's just not. College is a bunch of people from a bunch of different states surrounded by the most people they've ever been surrounded by, the most access they've ever had to just a ton of, a ton of D or a ton of kitty cat. College is not the place you want to try to find like long-term love. It's not. I understand some people do, but it's just not the place where you look for that. That's the place where you have fun. You get plenty of eggplant or whatever else you want to get, but that is not where you be trying to look for a boo in college. Because I know when I was in college, I was wilding. And I was wilding because, again, it was the most access I had ever had to all these different guys. And I enjoyed myself. And I know that these guys were doing the same thing. They were talking to multiple different girls. They were going on dates. They were, if they were athletes, they were having girls do their homework and this and that third. I won't do nobody homework. You got me fucked up. Mama ain't raised no. I won't do nobody homework. But, yeah. You not finna pimp me out for no homework. Okay. I don't know why this one part of my hair is like trying to be flat and not come up. But that's okay. Okay, anyway. Let's talk about this smash or pass line. So, I've been seeing on TikTok this trend. And I guess, honestly, let me not even say TikTok, because I guess the videos are coming from my understanding, the videos are coming from YouTube. I don't know who channel they're coming from, but they're coming from YouTube. But they've been all over TikTok. And you see these videos with these girls, and the girls are lined up. And not Kathy said college was lit. I was definitely getting tossed in the air. I'm screaming. Yeah, I was my best life in college. I was not worried about nobody wifing me in college. And when I say living my best life, it was all 4 years. I sure was. I was not trying to get wifed by nobody. Anybody who tried to wife me, asked to wife me, damn sure got their feelings hurt because baby girl was having fun. Okay? Fun. But yeah, I've been seeing these videos. And it is this like smash or pass, but in person. And I'm not even gonna lie, at first glance, I was like, oh, this is about to be mad funny. Like, I was like, this concept is hilarious. So, I watched one of the videos, and as soon as I watched that first, like that couple seconds or whatever, because, TikTok will let you watch like a minute. So, as soon as I watched that first minute, I was disgusted, and I was like, oh, hell no. Like, I knew it was going to be cringy to a degree just because, again, you got all these girls letting these dusty little boys rate them. So I knew it was going to be cringy to a degree, but what I saw, I literally was like, oh, hell no. Like, I know, ain't enough money to let these boys disrespect you like this on this platform that I guess must be a popping platform because it's, the videos are going viral. So again, I don't know who platform they're on, but it must be somebody who is of a good size. So you got these boys disrespecting you on this platform for everybody to see, and the videos are going viral. I was like, oh, fuck no, baby. I wish I would. And even if it was a small platform, the videos weren't going viral. I've had plenty of times where I have been out and, you know, I'm only like a, what do you call it? A micro, not, I don't think I'm in the micro category anymore. I don't know. Whatever size influencer that I am, it's not necessarily big enough to have like tons of people recognize me, but it's enough of a size to where I have been out in public on multiple occasions, even in different states, and I have had people recognize me. So I've been approached by, you know, these little boys or whatever before, and they're like, oh, especially don't let me go to the mall for shit. That's why I'd be like trying to go to the mall at hours when nobody's at the mall. I've been approached by people, and they're always younger, and they're always like, oh, we're making this type of video, or we're doing this type of vlog, or we're doing this, we're doing that. Can we ask you some questions? Do you want to be in it? I'd be like, oh, hell no. I say it really nicely, don't get me wrong. I'm always like, no, I would prefer not to do. And they're always like, you know, they'll kind of like press me for a second. Not because they necessarily know who I am, but just because I'm an attractive face and they be wanting it in the video. But they'll kind of like press me, and I just be like, no, I prefer not to, like, and then sometimes they'll even get to the point where I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with this because I have my own platform, and this is not really what the type of content that I align with on my platform, so I would prefer not to do it on somebody else's. So I just don't be going for that. So I just be wondering, like, when it comes to these certain videos, what make people be like, yeah, go ahead. Like, I mean, granted, I'm glad that sometimes I'm glad they do sometimes, not in this case, but I'm glad they do sometimes, because, like, I'm not even gonna lie, those testing strangers diamonds in public videos are fucking hilarious. I love those. They are hilarious as hell. I be cracking the hell up because people be like, this is just, y'all, I'm about to get sidetracked just for 2 seconds. When people in them videos be like, oh, you know, I paid $500 for this, I be like, now, bitch, where did y'all ever find anything with diamonds in it that was less than like 10K? As soon as you say that you bought something for $200, you know that it's not have no diamonds in it, girl. And especially, and it really, I'm saying girl, but it don't even be the girls line. The girls, honestly, are pretty honest. I feel like a lot of women, when we wear costume jewelry, the reason we don't get roasted for it is because we don't try to play it off as real jewelry. Like, we're just like, this is fake. I got this from Shein, or I got this from Forever 21. What I have on right now is real. But, you know, a lot of the times, like, we're not lying. And when I say, like, the gold and everything else is real, the diamonds, I'm sure, are not real, because this was not no 10K piece of jewelry. It's a fabulous piece of jewelry, and I love it. My bitch Kathy got it for me, period. Birthday present. But, I feel like women, like, when we don't try to play the jewelry off as real jewelry, so that's why we don't be getting roasted, because we will be the first ones to be like, yeah, girl, I got this from Shein. We be so happy about our Shein jewelry, and then you got dudes getting it from Shein and trying to play it off like they went to freaking Diamond District. Like, boy. No, so those videos be funny as hell. I be happy when people are in the mall and they say yes. I also be happy when people are in the mall and they say yes to the couple switching phones, because I'm not even gonna lie, them shits be funny as hell. That's one of my guilty pleasures. I do be watching the videos. Those are hilarious. They be so funny. But as for these smash your pass videos, I'm gonna say I do understand that a lot of the times the people that agree with this are coming from their younger crowds of people. So to them, they're not thinking about this as something that could affect them long term or cause them embarrassment long term or whatever. Not from Belgium, period. Oh my God, that is so cool. Thank you. Hello, hi there. Okay, other side of the world, come through. But no, so I understand that it's a younger crowd, but I'm just like, what possesses you to want to embarrass yourself like that? Like, like the diamond stuff is like, okay, that's, you know, quick comedy. It's funny, but that's not something that's gonna travel with you or, you know, affect your self-esteem and like kill your, you know, self-love or kill your spirit type shit. That's some like, I'm gonna be salty about my little fake jewelry for 5 minutes. For the people that lie, it's like, you know, they're gonna be salty for their little 5 minutes and they go, it's whatever. Oh, thank you. I have my yin and yang going on. Done by me. Yes, I'm gonna add some rhinestones to these probably. I've just been being lazy. But I'm just, it's not only that, but it's the fact that it goes back to a point I had said a long time ago. Thank you guys for everybody complimenting me on this hair. This hair is Ali Pearl, and they have really awesome hair. I will say that is one of the only AliExpress vendors Kathy put me on. That is one of the only AliExpress vendors that I actually really like. I've had this hair for mad long. It's still super thick. It's still mad soft. It still moves. She do what she need to do. All that stuff. I've had this hair for over a year now. And she is phenomenal. She's the best. She don't be shedding a lot. She hasn't lost any of the length. All that. Love it. But I'm just like, and then these boys in this video, and I do feel like the older generation, I don't want to say this. The older generation can be pretty colorist as well when it comes to the men, but it's just the younger generation really be wilding. And I see these young boys and they're following, and I feel like the reason being is because the younger generation is also coming up in a time where they have all these rappers, athletes, telling them like, oh, we don't like these black ass bitches, we don't like these dark ass bitches, black girls this, black girls that, and just bashing. And those are the people they look up to. So, you know, they're on that same wave. And that's why it goes back to my point where I've said plenty of times before that black men are literally the white people of black society. They are the white people of black society. They gaslight. They have all this internalized just anger and hatred for black women. And it's like we literally just be minding our business. And honestly, what I will say, okay, part of what has been my struggle as far as like mentally too in the past year or so, and the reason I feel like I kind of chilled out talking about colorism and everything else on my channel is because I feel like I needed a break. Because honestly, just waking up every day being a black woman, I would not change it for the world. I love everything about it, period. We are phenomenal and we fine as hell. So I love everything about it. But what I will also say is waking up and being a black woman in America is something that it is heavy every day. Every day it is so heavy because literally it's like you wake up and you just see bullshit every day about how much people hate us, and we just be minding our business. It's like you just wake up and breathe. Oh my God, it's a pretty day out. The sun is out. The sky is blue. Birds are flying. Boom, somebody on Twitter, oh, black bitches. Da, 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 da. I hate these black bitches. Da, 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 da. This is why I don't fuck with black women. Oh, damn. Go on Instagram, all these couples where all these black men are not dating black women. And never have and never will. Then you go on like TikTok and you see all of this stuff where other black women are talking about their negative experiences with black men, and it's like it's not nice because it's like I wouldn't wish that on anybody else. It is it's nice to know that I'm not the only one that feels like I'm going through certain things, but then it's still heavy because you're getting this influx of just negative experiences when it comes to being a black woman all the time. And it's just like, no matter where you turn, and I'm not saying it's annoying that they're voicing their stuff. I've voiced my stuff. We're all voicing it. But it's just like to ingest that every single day, no matter where you turn. Because even if you don't see women talking about their experiences, then you go on TikTok and you see these little boys talking about something. I only like white girls, or I only like Hispanic girls, or I don't like black women this, black women that, they too this, they too that, whatever, whoop-de-woo. Or then you see the side of TikTok where literally, I don't know if y'all have ever seen this side of TikTok where it's like the I date a black professional athlete side of TikTok, and that is my whole basis of my TikTok. That is my whole personality. That is my whole niche. Like, my whole identity now is I date this black athlete TikTok. I'll be tired of seeing them. I don't want to see them. And then you got they coon that they be dating, talking about some, y'all always lying, you're this man that I'm not with a black woman, oh my god. Mind you, they always be the ones in the face of black women we are not looking at and checking for anyway. We dead ass, I promise you, not the one that we mad over. I promise you, you sir, you my friend right there, are not the one that we're mad over. It's really weird. And so just to ingest this stuff every day, because it's like no matter what app you get on, no matter where you go, no matter what, even if it's not social media apps. And this is why I hate when people try to gaslight black women when we talk about this, and they're like, oh well, maybe it's just the content you're following, maybe it's just the stuff that you're ingesting, maybe it's just the circles that you're around. No, it does not matter where the fuck I go. I'm a black woman, so I'm going to experience this regardless. It does not matter where I go. You get the microaggressions at work, you go out you go out to eat, or you go out to do something, to the club with your friends, and you get the the men who are, in my case, I get the men who are in my face, but then they're also like, oh my god, you gotta be mixed with something, you get all these just fetishized ass men when you go out, or you go out and you see all these especially, let me not even say especially in New York, because I see a little bit of everything in New York, but the more affluent they get when it comes to black men is more so what I'll say. The more affluent they are up here, the less you see them dating black women. So you go out and you might be having dinner at some nice restaurant with your friends, and you see a black man walk in very affluent, and who's on his arm? A white girl, an Asian lady, Hispanic, whatever. And it's just to be a black woman and see this stuff and hear this stuff every single day and not have any way to get away from it, and just to it's like you're forced to digest this every single day, and then we're responsible for still having this high self-esteem, and like, don't let it get to you, whoop-de-woo. And it's like, I get it, but it's easier said than done. And other people don't get it because they're not us. They're not us. So to constantly be a black woman and to wake up every single day and just always have to see all this shit where people are constantly degrading us and talking shit about us and judging us and perceiving us as aggressive or ghetto or ratchet or this, that, and the third, the constant patrolling of our freaking bodies and how we look, if your nails look a certain way, if your hair look a certain way, if you're a certain skin tone, if you're this, if you're that, if you have these tattoos or whatever, that nobody else has to be patrolled on as hard as us. Bro, people really don't get how mentally draining it is to be a black woman in America every day. It is the toughest task out of any other fucking task. And nobody gets it, because not only it's like a lot of people, I'm not even gonna say a lot, everybody hate black people. There are even other races of black people or ethnicities of black people that hate black people. Everybody hate black people. And everybody especially hates black women the most. We get it the hardest, we get the most. So to have to mentally be in a good place with that going on every single day, bro, bitches need a trophy. A couple. Black women need free therapy. Honestly, black people in general need free therapy, but black women, boy, it's really tough. So as far as these videos with these smash or pass, and then you see these guys, because the same way that we're being forced to digest that every day, then you got this younger generation, and you know, they're seeing how we get treated, so then they put less value on us as well, because they're being taught that. And then we get these videos like this with these smash or pass, and they go in and they disrespecting the fuck out of these black girls who, in some of the cases I've seen, the darker skinned girls were the prettiest ones in the damn line. And it be killing me, because the fact that black men have put so much value on non-black women, and I'm not against interracial dating. My thing is the constant degradation of black women in order to impress non-black women is so extra. It is just so extra. It's so uncalled for. Oh my God. So to see them go through this line, and then honestly, I'm not even going cap. Okay? Got to see it through, my boy. As far as what I'm about to say. The light-skinned girls in the line, a lot of them in the face, baby, be hit. Be hit. Honestly, a lot of girls in line be hit. The light-skinned, brown-skinned, dark-skinned, some of the girls in the line are really, really pretty, and they understood the assignment, and they came and they showed the fuck out, and they are really cute. And then some of the girls, I would just be saying, hair be fucked up, waist be fucked up. I'd be like, why did you agree to do this? Why did you agree to do this? What made you want to... What made you want to do this? And I do feel like a lot of the girls in line do be average, but I will say I feel like that is the case, because I feel like what badass bitch is going to agree to do that? To get in this line to seek validation from these random little bummy ass niggas. I have seen some really pretty girls in the line, but I feel like most of the girls in the line, no matter what skin tone, be really average, because I feel like a bad bitch is not standing in that line. Oh my God. What in the world? That's why, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, because I'm one to always speak my truth. When it comes to skin tone, the guys shouldn't have said what they said about the skin tone. It was uncalled for in a lot of them cases. But when it comes to like the girls standing in the line, again, when it comes to just across the board, a lot of the girls standing in line not cute. And it ain't got nothing to do with the skin tone, but that's just a side note. But when it comes to skin tone, just the fact that they are so comfortable getting on there and disrespecting the hell out of these black girls and doing it to impress these other women, and then the other non-black girls or the lighter skinned black girls in the line are over there laughing, and I'm just like, not y'all laughing and y'all be having dark skinned friends. What? Not you laughing and your face is out of 4, but you just got light skin. Girl. Not you laughing and you wore that rainbow 2-piece outfit to the smasher pass that was going to be seen by hella people. Not you laughing and one of your nails is popped off and you still agree to be on camera. Like, what the fuck? It's just, those smasher pass videos are just so chaotic. There's a lot going on in those videos, and I just feel like, this is a lot. This is a lot. Like, this is a lot. Let me read some of these comments. Let me see. D. Tara says, I went to apply for a job and, hold on. Move, Remy, come on now. I went to apply for a job and I asked for a manager, and he happened to be another minority. hold on. I asked him if he was hiring. He looked me up and down and said no. Ooh, hell no. Yeah, these other minorities are not, that's a whole nother topic, but these other minorities are not our allies. And that's why I used to, back in the day, when people would be like, oh, POC, people of color, I used to be like, yeah, like, you know, we're all people of color. But now that my understanding is more developed and more evolved, I do not accept people calling me a POC. Don't call me a person of color. That's not what the fuck I am. I'm black. I'm a black person. I'm African American. Do not call me a people of color. Because people of color do not align with black people, and they do not have our best interests at heart. And a lot of the time, they are the people that give us the most trauma. They are the most racist to us. Because what I will say, and I've said this before, I've experienced more racism from the motherfucking Hispanic community, and I still love y'all. Y'all still cool. I'm not saying this all y'all. But I've experienced more racism from the motherfucking Hispanic community and the Asian community than anybody the hell else. Than white people. Honestly. And I experience them for white people too. But when I say, when it comes to my racist encounters, the majority of them have not come from white people. And nobody be talking about that shit. The majority of them have not come from white people. White people are not the ones who be following me around in the store. White people are not the ones that be calling me the N-word in the streets in a different language. Or be just flat out saying it in English because they just don't give a damn. White people are not the ones saying, oh, pelo malo on the train. Okay, white people are... White people racist, don't get me wrong. I'm not, this is not me caping for white people. White people be racist as hell. But no, them other minorities be racist as fuck. Like, Hispanic people be racist as shit, bro. Like, as hell. I would honestly say, out of all the people of color, Hispanics are the worst. But then say the N-word more than anybody, especially up here. Oh my God. I've started utilizing TikTok more, you guys. So if you don't have me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok, because I'm trying to get more consistent with them. I'm trying to make more or whatever. It's actually kind of fun. I have been meaning to actually make a TikTok about this, because when I say literally, Hispanic people down south, they'll say the N-word, but they're more like hesitant. They're kind of like, because, you know, racial relations down south are a lot more, they're a lot more tense than up here. They're a lot more tense than up here. So they don't feel as comfortable to say that down south. They will say it, don't get me wrong. They're still the ones that be thinking they have the pass to say the N-word. But they're not as comfortable saying it, and they get called out more often. Up here in New York City, girl, I feel like New York is the capital of motherfucking Hispanic people that love saying nigga. The capital. The freaking capital. Hispanic people up here love saying nigga. The Dominicans hate black people, and they say nigga more than anybody the fuck else. Honestly, Puerto Ricans love black people. They be saying nigga too. That still don't give you a pass. I still don't want to hear no Puerto Rican people say nigga. But they be our niggas. They be fucking with us, so I probably ain't gonna trip as hard. But it'd be the fucking Colombian people. It'd be the Mexicans up here. It'd be the fucking everything. Hispanic people in New York love saying nigga. And when I say it, it don't even be on no slight, like, oh, like once or twice. When I say, it's almost like, you know, when little kids learn to cuss, and every other word, they just try to fit as many cuss words as they can in their sentence, because they're learning how to cuss, and they think like, oh, it's so cool, and they get excited because it's like something they're not supposed to be doing. Hispanic people in New York, they say nigga like that. They say nigga like little kids that just learn how to cuss. And they be the most racist ones. The most racist ones. They be the ones, oh, I don't like black people, they're too loud, they're too this, they're too that, they ghetto, they ratchet, these fucking and especially, you know what I'm gonna say? No, I can't even pick a borough. I can't even be like, oh, especially people from this borough or that borough. No. Hispanic people in New York all feel like they have the pass to say the N-word heavily, 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 heavily. And it is so uncomfortable. I be looking like, why are you saying nigga more than me, bro? I've had this conversation so many times before where I'm just like, especially don't let them get some liquor in their system. Oh my God, every other word. I literally cannot, I'm just really trying to paint the picture for y'all, and I can't even paint the picture for y'all because I just really would just, y'all would just have to hear it for yourself. Every other word literally be negative. I'm just like, and you know who else in New York City that, you know, down south, again, would not feel as comfortable saying the N-word? Fucking Italian people in New York be so damn racist, and they love saying nigga too. They love saying that shit. They love saying that shit and just being like, yeah, I'm, you know, so down. And be conservative as fuck and racist as hell. But we'll say nigga all damn day. That shit. New York is a wild place. It's a wild place. But no, back to the Smash or Pass line. I just, it's extremely degrading. I don't understand why these girls get in this line, or why these guys feel so comfortable to just disrespect the fuck out of these girls. And just the, like, their reasoning, like the one where he had stopped and he was like, oh, you black as hell, pass. But then he was black as hell. Like, what? Black as hell and short and chubby. Boy, pick a struggle. Like, what? Or the one that was like, oh, you dark skin, I'll probably do it just to see what it's like. What? And he was dark skinned. I'm like, what? And I know they all broke. Them little ass chains that be wearing in there ain't. I've been working nightlife long enough. I could spot some. If I can't spot shit else, I could spot some fake ass jewelry. Like, these motherfuckers are just so. I'm sorry, y'all. My eyebrows and everything. My skin is just itching today. Hopefully, I'm not about to break out. Let me read some of these comments. And then, not only, okay, let's get into this. Because I just seen a comment that says the world is jealous of black women. And that brings me to another point. They be degrading black women for women that pay for black features. And I be like, y'all, so y'all really, like, just every day just show us how much y'all hate blackness on black people, but you love it on everybody else. Love it on everybody else. It is very strange. These girls be having the long nails, worst attitudes, whatever. And then my thing too, as far as these men who are like, oh, black women this, black women that, you know, y'all are gold diggers, y'all do this, y'all do that. These white girls be fucking up these niggas' careers and running them dry and leaving with all their bread and going to find another rich nigga to do the same thing. They don't ever roast them the way they do us. These white women be setting them up to get killed, to get fired, to get arrested, all this stuff. And to get arrested for pretty serious stuff. As soon as they don't get their way, they will lie on these men and everything. And these black men will be damned if they talk shit about white women. Those are just their goddess queens. And that queen, as soon as you piss her off, she will lie on you in a heartbeat and end your whole career. Not only that, then y'all are choosing these partners who don't give a fuck about blackness. And I've said this so many times. I feel like a broken record. Y'all choosing these partners that don't give a fuck about blackness. They're honestly have a lot of internalized racism. They be racist as all fuck. Y'all procreate with them. And then you have these kids who have identity issues and identity crisis because they have one black parent that's in the fucking sunken place, and they have another white parent who does not give a fuck and does not actually like black people but just wants to procreate to create an aesthetic. What? This is what y'all be choosing? Which brings me to the next side of TikTok that I'm just like, y'all. Mixed and light skin TikTok be killing me. The side of TikTok where being biracial or being mixed is their entire identity and that's all they talk about. I'm just like, oh my God. I'm so happy I don't see that side of TikTok often, but oh my God, that is the most annoying side of TikTok. Actually, let me not even say that's the most annoying, but it's definitely top 3. Because the side of TikTok where their whole identity is, I'm in an interracial relationship with this black man. Because mind you, and why I'm specifically focusing on them is because the other interracial relationships on TikTok, the other side of TikTok where it's like black women in interracial relationships, or it's just anybody else. Anybody else in the interracial relationships, their whole TikTok does not revolve around the fact that they are with somebody who's not the same race as them. They literally just be normal. They be in interracial relationships, but they just act normal. Like that's not their whole identity, their whole public persona is I'm in an interracial relationship. It only be the white bitches. They whole TikTok be I'm in an interracial relationship. They whole TikTok. And sometimes the other non-black POCs that are in interracial relationships, theirs are kind of annoying too, but even they don't really be doing the most sometimes. Like there are outliers to them where they do the most, but they don't even really do the most. It be the white girls. They do the most. They whole TikTok be I'm in an interracial relationship. And honestly, let me just say too, black men who things happen to them because they were fucking with white women, I don't feel bad for them ever. I literally don't ever feel bad for them. I don't feel bad for them. Even when it comes to them losing their lives, I don't feel bad. I don't at all. I'm not sorry. I literally don't feel bad. I'm not reposting the GoFundMe. I'm not being like, oh, justice for so-and-so. I ain't doing none of that. You shouldn't have been over there in the first place. And it'd be the ones where, and I'm not saying, this is not in all cases, because I'm not saying in all cases it'd be the ones where this applies, but everybody be screaming, and it be black women, oh, justice for so-and-so, justice for so-and-so. And so-and-so spent their whole existence when they were alive talking shit about black women and talking about how y'all are rusty, dusty, gorilla ass, stink, ratchet, no bald-headed bitches. And their white queen is so much better than you and you're so jealous of them, and then they die and everybody be, oh my God, Black Lives Matter, defend so-and-so, justice for so-and-so. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Rest in peace. I don't care. But anyway, to the side of TikTok where their whole aesthetic is, oh, I'm mixed and, you know, I just always got this or I got that because I'm mixed. Okay, let me tell y'all, because I saw TikTok today and it was this mixed girl and she was saying that she was never black enough for the black people and she was never white enough for the white people. And then it was stitched together with this other girl who was saying that basically, I wish I could remember what she said. It was stitched together with the video of this black girl, real pretty black girl, and she was saying something about it's always like a certain type of mixed person that says this. And I definitely, oh my, thank you, Ange. Thank you so much. I always see you on IG looking so adorable. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It always be like a certain type of mixed person that says this, and in her comments, people were responding, and they were commenting like what type of mixed person they've interacted with that always says that particular thing. So I had commented too, and I'm like, honestly, I was like, when it comes to the like, oh, I'm never black enough for the black kids, I'm never white enough for the white kids, I said, you know what? It's always the mixed kids that say that, who their whole personality is, I'm mixed. It's always them. It's always the ones where their whole entire identity is, well, it's me, I'm just mixed, and being mixed is so tough, and it's so hard, and I just don't understand why people always, it's just my green eyes and my curly hair and my light skin. People just always ask me what I am. People don't get it. I'm so mixed. I be like, yo, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bro. Shut the fuck up. That is why we don't want to hang out with you. It is not because you're mixed. It's because we don't want to hear the light-skinned mixed girl song today. You sing it every day. God damn. Shut the fuck up. Bro. Oh my gosh. That should be killing me. Or the ones that, I bet you can't guess my ethnicity. I bet you can't guess what I am. Nobody can guess what I am. Woo, I'm mixed. I'm just like, man, you are scaring me. That's why I don't want to come around you. I'm scared. This is getting really weird. This is a very weird place. I'm scared. Do you not understand how that's a little scary? They be so intense with it. I'm like, nobody gives a fuck. Literally nobody gives a fuck. I've seen a TikTok trend where everybody is like, where a lot of black girls are like, oh, when I see curly headed or light skin or mixed or biracial in the bios, and they're like, oh, you are such a loser. That's what I'd be thinking too. I'd be like, oh my god. I'd be like, you childish ass 2010 ass bitch. You MySpace ass bitch. If you want MySpace to come back, just say that. Everything, or even y'all, let me tell y'all, one of my red flags on Hinge, guessing your ethnicity is not a conversation starter, and it's so cringy and it's so weird that so many people on these dating apps are like, I bet you can't guess my ethnicity. I bet you can't guess it. I bet you can't guess my ethnicity. I'm just like, I'm not about to sit here and guess. I don't give a fuck. That's not why I'm approaching. That's not why I'm dating you. I don't give a fuck. That's not the first question I ask people. That's not one of the questions I tend to ask people until we've been dating for a while or hanging out for a little bit. And if I'm really interested in you or whatever, I'm trying to get to know things about you in general. So eventually I'm asked, yeah. But that's not the first thing I ever ask anybody. I literally don't care. I don't care. Or let me not say I don't completely care, because there are some things I care about, because I also need to know if your family goddamn racist. But for the most part, I don't care. It is a wild place. That side of TikTok is weird. We are not hanging out with you because you are mixed and we don't feel like you're black enough. We're not hanging out with you because you say weird ass shit like that all day, every day. That is why people are calling you out on your lack of blackness or whatever the fuck, because you be saying shit like you're not black. They be the ones saying the most offensive ass, white ass, racist ass shit, and they don't understand why black people want to hang around them. Like, what the fuck? What's not clicking? What is not clicking? Let me read some of these comments. A lot of y'all are saying, talking about Tila Tequila too. I don't have a lot to say about that because I'm just like, clearly she wanted to. Oh, maybe 2 people must have donated, because I see another. The total I'm seeing on my screen. Somebody else must have sent me a what do you call it? I can't think of the name right now, y'all. My mind is all over the place. But somebody else must have sent me something. Thank you to whoever else sent something. Or maybe that was all from Ange, but I feel like, I don't know. Somebody else must have sent me something. Thank you. But no, I don't have a whole lot to say about Tila Tequila just because she's literally washed. Like, literally nothing she says matters. She's washed. She looks scary as hell. She washed as hell. And I just know so many black women who... I seen one black girl on TikTok respond to her. Or no. She wasn't responding to her. This one black girl on TikTok was saying that, oh, it's harder for black girls to grow our hair. I'm like, don't tell them that, because it's not. Our hair grows just as fine as everybody else's. Our hair is more high maintenance, but it's not. We don't struggle to grow our hair. Please don't put that narrative out there. We do not. Black women do not struggle to grow our hair. Y'all have, well, I don't know if y'all have seen my natural hair before. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen my natural hair before. My natural hair is long as fuck, past my bra strap. And I know a lot of black women with long hair. We do not struggle to grow our hair. It is not like, that is not one of our life struggles, is growing our hair out. Maintaining healthy hair without split ends and stuff might be. Because again, black hair is high maintenance. It is. It's high maintenance. You literally have to learn it. The natural hair community is intense as fuck and they toxic. So you have to learn what works for you. Black hair is definitely high maintenance, but it is not hard to grow. Maybe to maintain, but it ain't hard to grow. Stop telling people that. Somebody said, I'm ghetto. I am Hispanic, Carmen. I don't know who Carmen is. But yeah, they be wearing that out. Somebody said some black women do have struggle growing their hair. But all women, some women in general have trouble growing their hair. It's not a black thing. I wish people would stop trying to attach lack of hair or, hair growth problems to black women. That is not something that is just relative to us. There are plenty of people who struggle with getting their hair past a certain length, or their hair, or their hair not thinning. Because mind you, I be seeing a lot of these girls, a lot of people that do talk shit about women's hair. Even Tila Tequila is a perfect example. Hair thin as hell. Hair is thin. A lot of these girls' hair be long and it be thin as fuck. Edges be deteriorating, and I'm not even talking about black women, I'm talking about non-black women. Edges be deteriorating because their hair is fucking thin and it's crusty, and they done dyed their hair, fried their hair. Hair be dry as hell, brittle as fuck. Edges be, ends be split. I went to cosmetology school. I done seen a lot of shit. These women, and a lot of women are attached to keeping their hair long, and this is across the board. This is all women, I feel like. A lot of women are so attached to keeping their hair long because the stigma is like, oh, if I have short hair, people will think it's because I can't grow my hair. So they hold on to dead ends. hair be brittle, thin, and dead, and they will hold on to it because they just want to have the length. And they don't be black. So try again. But yeah, that side of TikTok, like mixed kid TikTok, it's a very weird place. It's a very weird place. Or then you got the ones who are like constantly want their blackness validated, and I'm like, how do I want to say this? If you felt comfortable in your blackness and you really hung around black people and you really understood black issues, you would not constantly need your blackness validated on TikTok. You wouldn't. My best friend is literally a racially ambiguous black woman. You literally, or let me not even say that. She's a racially ambiguous mixed woman. She's a mixed woman. I'm tired of people trying to force mixed people into a category and call them black. Mixed people are not black to me. They can be, how do I want to explain this? They can be black identifying and they can align with blackness, but they cannot represent blackness. And while I'm saying that, how do I explain it? They can have a very in-depth understanding of blackness, and they can definitely be allies. And again, they can be black identifying, but I do not feel like mixed people are black people. So my best friend is racially ambiguous mixed. She has one black parent and one white parent, but looking at her, you would never be able to guess what the hell she was. Very racially ambiguous. But that is just not her identity. Like, her whole identity is not on. First off, she identifies herself as black. She aligns with blackness. But also will acknowledge the fact that she's a mixed woman. Like, she is white and she's black. Like, y'all be trying to make them pick one, and it's like they're both. So then y'all be mad when they say shit that doesn't align with blackness, but y'all be trying to make them pick one, and they are half white or half whatever they are. Stop trying to turn mixed people. Stop trying to force mixed people into blackness, because that's the issue right there. Why are you having to force them into blackness? Black people want everybody to be black so damn bad. Anyway, that's besides the point. But what I'm saying is, my best friend has an understanding. She doesn't say offensive shit. Her whole identity is not, oh, woe is me, I'm a mixed woman. She's never had, oh, I'm mixed with this or mixed with that in her bio, ever. Like, it's a lot of shit I be seeing where I'm just like, y'all know that video on TikTok, y'all. This is just a TikTok rant today, just about just little different trends and shit that I've been seeing. The video on TikTok where the voiceover is like, you don't understand why people don't want to be around you, and then the other one is like, no. That's how I be feeling when it comes to these two mixed kid TikTok, where all they talk about is the fact that they're mixed. I'm like, you don't understand why people don't want to be around you? Girl, you done made your 5th video this week about being mixed. And I'm like, black people, can't nobody tell black people we make too many videos about being black, because we have a lot of struggles, oppression, a lot of trauma, and a lot of current day shit that we have to go through just for being black. So nobody's gonna ever be like compared and be like, oh, well, black people make videos about being black. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You are not standing in lines and being told by the media and everybody the hell else that you are ugly as fuck because you're black. So we don't need 10 videos about your mixedness. The fuck? We don't. Tracy Ellis Ross. Yeah, like, it's like people give certain people passes. Like, to me, again, if they are black identifying, I'm also not going to, how would I explain this? Like, I myself don't consider them black, but I'm also not going to like, and when I say black identifying, I'm talking about the mixed people that, again, their whole identity is not, oh, I'm a mixed person. They have a very well understanding of racial politics between black people and white people, etc., and just racial politics in general. And they're just not ignorant to their privilege as a mixed person. The people like that, again, I still consider you mixed, but I'm not going to argue you for being black identifying, if that makes sense. I consider you mixed, but if you consider yourself black, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, you're not fucking black, you know? Mixed people, it's a tricky thing with them. Like, they go in line with whatever they align with because they are multiple things. But I save myself a lot of time not getting mad at them for not being black identifying, because I don't consider them black. So when they don't consider themselves black, I am not offended. I'm not mad. There's so many people that black people give a pass for, who, again, some of them, I feel like them being black identifying does not bother me, because their understanding of blackness, I feel like it's very well-rounded. So I'm like, okay. But it's a lot of y'all that give people passes where I'd be like, bro, just let Lil Baby be mixed. She don't give a fuck about blackness. She don't align with blackness. She does not identify as black. Let Lil Baby be mixed. Let her be mixed in peace. Let her scream about her mixed girl struggles to the moon in peace. And when I say in peace, I mean as in not getting offended about it. I don't mean it's not annoying. It's very annoying. But I'm saying as far as like not getting offended about the fact that they don't identify as black. You knew this. You knew this. Like, let me read through some of these comments. Akira said the one drop rule is so annoying. The one drop rule is so annoying because I feel like black people, we be wanting, or not me, but I feel like a lot of black people I see be wanting so bad for other people to align with us, and we just need to accept the fact that there are a lot of people that just do not align with us, and that's okay. It is okay. Not all mixed people are about to be allies. The same way that I just said people of color, there are a lot of people of color that are fucking racist, but it doesn't mean all of them are, but there are a lot of them that are. There are a lot of mixed people that are not allies to fucking black people. They're not. And it doesn't mean all of them aren't, but there are a lot of them that are not. They flaunt their mixed race. And I'm saying mixed race because I know that technically it's not a race, but to me, I feel like they need their own category. I don't give a fuck. I say this all the time. There are a lot of them that flaunt their mixedness, and they fully indulge in the privileges that come with being racially ambiguous and being able to flip-flop. And when it's time for them to ignore because it benefits, they ignore so that it benefits them. And then when it's time for them to cry for help from the black community because they done offended somebody or whatever the fuck, then they do that too. They be flip-flopping. But anyway, yeah. Okay. That's my tangent about that side TikTok. I'm gonna try to wrap this up right quick. That side TikTok is a weird place. And I'm just gonna say that is why we don't be hanging with y'all. It's not because you're mixed, it's because y'all just be saying a lot of stupid ass, offensive shit. Stacey Dash. Yes, that is a white woman. She's white. In my eyes. The last thing I do want to talk about is Jamie said TikTok is toxic as hell. I don't feel like TikTok is toxic. I honestly feel like Actually, no, I take that back. TikTok is toxic as fuck. It can be. There's a lot of misinformation on TikTok. There's a lot of overload of information that, even if it is correct, it's just an overload of information from a lot of different sources on TikTok. Is TikTok is a place where it's easy for people to get platforms. So like everybody has a platform, even people that really shouldn't, or people that are not putting out positive messages or anything that is beneficial to society. But then at the same time, you can learn so much off of TikTok. And then there's such a positive side of TikTok too, that it's like TikTok is toxic, but it has a lot of benefits. TikTok is lit. But okay, the last thing I do want to talk about, and this is, I'm gonna try to make this quick. Nick Cannon having, okay, no, this is the last, these are the last two things, because to Miss Joe Beans, the whole Black TikTok community went, excuse me, on the whole Black community on TikTok. Why can I not read right now? The whole Black community went on strike on TikTok, had all the white people dancing crazy as hell as soon as they left. Literally, that is one of my favorite things that's ever happened on TikTok. It was so hilarious to watch. I was cracking the hell up at these non-dancing folks, and it just proves how much society needs Black people, because we are literally lit and we are the inventors of literally everything. We're the inventors of literally everything, and nobody gives us credit, and everybody just continues to steal our shit and not give us any credit, and just be like, oh, you guys, all y'all do is complain and nah, but you get everything from us. So as soon as we stop doing shit, shit stops moving, literally. And that's with anything. If Black people were to come together and all be like, oh, we're not buying from this company or that company would literally be, it would be a rip. It would be a wrap. It will be a wrap. Black TikTok dancers going on strike is my favorite thing that I've ever seen, probably on social media. But okay, Nick Cannon. I have seen, so I tweeted the other day because I was confused about the Nick Cannon situation, because I have literally I haven't been keeping up with it, because again, I've been trying to give myself breaks on social media from certain things. Like, I just breaks from a lot of stuff. Like, when I say months ago, you guys, I went on a unfollow spree, and I just unfollowed a lot of like anything that was toxic, anything that made me compare my life, and made me feel like I wasn't doing enough or I wasn't in the right place. I unfollowed just a lot of stuff. So I don't follow a lot of these blogs anymore. Honestly, any of these blogs. I don't follow blog pages. I don't follow the gossip or celebrity pages. I just don't. So I didn't personally myself see the Nick Cannon situation. So I went on Twitter and I was like, hey, like, what's going on with Nick Cannon having all these kids all of a sudden? And somebody had answered, a couple people answered, and they were kind of like filling me in. And I'm like, what the hell? Because from what they told me, they were saying that basically, and this is what they told me, so I'm sure there's a lot more, because apparently he's done an interview or whatever, and people have done commentary on it and all this other stuff. So I understand that it's probably a much more in-depth situation, but this is my understanding, is that he's trying to build like a tribe or something, or like he has like a tribal mindset. So he's like, that's why he's having all these kids, and he really enjoys kids. And I guess, you know, because he has the finances to take care of all these kids. And then on the other end, they're like, he's also having all these kids because his health is deteriorating. And somebody was like, oh, he's trying to have all these kids so that he'll have a match for bone marrow. But then somebody else was like, you can't even give bone marrow till you're 18. So I personally feel like Jada, I feel that same way. I feel like he's trying to build a cult, because that's literally a cult. Is the only way that all these kids would get emotionally the same amount of attention from him as a parent is if he had all these women living in the same house or the same village as a cult. That's literally the only way. And it still would be, these kids would still have fucking issues, because nothing good comes out of cults. And just like all the reasonings that people are saying that he's doing all this. And I'm just like, it is so selfish to me when these men, and again, I feel like men like this are a threat to the Black community, and people don't label them as that, but that's exactly what they are. They're a threat to the Black community. Because to have all these kids that there's literally no way on God's green earth that you're going to be able to emotionally pour into all these kids individually as a parent is so selfish. That is the most selfish ass shit I've ever heard. And then to be like, because I guess they were also saying that he doesn't want a relationship because he feels like he doesn't want the responsibility of a relationship or being tied down, and he doesn't want the responsibility of dealing with another person's emotions. And I'm like, but you want the responsibilities of kids? There is nothing low maintenance about having children. Nothing. There's nothing low maintenance about having a fucking cat or a dog. There's nothing low maintenance about committing to having a full-blown other living thing that depends on you for food, financially, for health. There's literally like, I know I keep saying this, but there's literally nothing low maintenance about children. Like, what? You won't commit to a relationship, but you'll commit to 7 different kids with like 5 different women? So you have 7 kids now in 5 different households, and you feel like that is less of a commitment than it would have been committing to one woman and having maybe another kid with her, and then just having 3 kids in 2 different households, which still would have been difficult, but 7 across 5 different households. And I don't even know if all these women live in the same state. I understand that apparently these women all agreed to it, but which is so stupid, and that's so fucking selfish on their end too. That's the most selfish, self-centered shit I could ever think of somebody doing to a child. It's literally is completely disgusting. I don't even know if all these women live in the same state. Like, what the fuck? There's no way he's gonna be able to be in these kids' lives. And definitely not up to par with what they're gonna need emotionally. Like, these are all individual human beings with different sets of emotional needs. Everybody is different. Everybody needs different things. How are you going to learn the emotional needs and the personalities of 7 different kids that you do not spend time with on a daily basis? How? The fuck? And I think like 4 of them he just had in less than 6 months. So they all are gonna have birthdays back to back to back. You're telling me you're gonna commit to going to a birthday every month for 4 months in a row, and you're gonna show up to every single one of them for 18 years? And I don't even know where the kids who he had already had previously, because he already had 4 kids before. I think so. He has 7 now. He just had 4 of them. So it's too many fucking kids. I can't even keep up with it. It's too many fucking kids. Anyway, there's no telling where the 2 that he already have with Mariah, I don't know when their birthdays are. So it's like, shit. God forbid that any of these new kids' birthdays are in the same month as the kids that were already here. Now they got all these new ass siblings from all these different women, which means your kids that you already have now, in order to have a relationship with their siblings, all have to get to know all these different random ass bitches. Your ex-wife now has to get to know all these different random ass women and all these different personalities. What kind of sick in the head ass, terroristic ass shit is this? This is a hate crime at this point. And the fact that Black men keep doing this, and then people's justifications for them doing it, because somebody on Twitter had said, oh, it's not they start with these fucking fireworks. No, ma'am. Oh my God. No. Well, here they go. They're gonna be going for the rest of the night. But literally, the people that do this shit, and they're like, they have all these kids, and one of the comments I got on Twitter was, somebody was like, oh, well, kids are, kids are low maintenance. And I'm like, like, it came from somebody who does not have a child. I know her intentions weren't coming from malice, but it's like, there's literally nothing low maintenance about children. That's a whole human being. And I'm tired of this rhetoric of Black men feeling like, oh, well, if I had the finances, then the kids will be good. Kids need more than money. Kids don't give a fuck about money. Kids give a fuck about time, quality time, emotional needs, and food. But mainly quality time. All these kids gonna be fucked up in the head. They're all gonna have severe daddy issues. They're all gonna have a story to tell about how, it was my birthday in 2000 something something, and my dad didn't come through because he was at his other family's house, and I just felt so neglected, and I always grew up feeling like I didn't get enough attention from my dad because I had so many different siblings and so many different households, and I watched my dad grow up and not be with my mom, and he wasn't with any of my siblings' moms. So now I have commitment issues, and I don't do relationships, and I'm intensely scared that nobody's ever gonna stay and nobody's gonna be there because that's what I grew up feeling like. What? You're telling me that you did not process any of this in your head, and even, like, as far as the women too, you did not process any of that in your head and you decided to agree to this? You did not process your kids sitting in therapy and being resentful of the fact that you brought them into a world where they were going to have to split time with all these different siblings and all these different households, and where Christmases and holidays, where everybody else was in the house with their family as a whole, while you're having to explain to your child, that this year, and all the years to come, they're gonna have to hope that their dad can bring together their 6 other siblings from 5 other households. And it's probably not going to happen. And it's definitely not going to happen every year. How are you going to explain this to these kids? That is so selfish. Oh my God, I've never seen or heard anything so disgusting. That is truly disgusting. How are you going to explain any of those things? Ain't no way in hell you finna get all the people together every year for every holiday. And they all have individual families of their own who they're going to want to bring the kids to their family's house for certain holidays, which means they're definitely not all coming together for the holiday. There's no way. Because all these different women, all these 5 women also have 5 fucking families of their own who they're going to want to bring their kids around. Nobody's thinking about this? Like, this is just not a concern? Like, I'm I'm just perplexed. Like, how is that going to work? How are these kids not going to be emotionally fucked up from that? How are they not going to resent you? I would be pissed. All these kids, all the life events that you are going to miss because there's no fucking way in hell you're making it to every single one. The day one starts walking, you better hope that you're there to see it, because you got 4 more that are going to start walking in the same time period. When they do their first crawls, how are you going to be there when you're not with any of these women on a day-to-day basis? When they say their first word, who the fuck, mom's going to be there, but you're not going to be there, because there's no way that for 4 different kids, there's no way you can time out when they're even going to say their first words unless you're there every day as an active fucking parent, which you're not going to be able to do. So you're definitely missing that. You might not miss it for all of them, but you're missing it for some of them. There's no way. when they learn how to do different things, ride bikes, do everything, you're not going to be there for those moments. When they get to school and they all want to do different activities, and one wants to be in theater, and one wants to do soccer, and one wants to do football. I don't know if they're boys or girls, and one wants to do ballet, and you can't make it to all those events because all these women are in different fucking places, and all these kids are going to be at different fucking schools. You are not making it to all that. And then the women are stupid as fuck too, because not only are you not making it to all that, these women are gonna, you're the mom. You're gonna be explaining to your kid why dad can't make it to their event. Why? Where was the thought process? Where the hell was the thought process? Because these are all things I think about when it comes to having kids, which is why I am fucking 27 with no kids. Because I know that right now in my life, I'm still trying to get my shit together, and I don't have a partner that I could see myself with long term. And I want a family structure for my kids. I pray that that is what I end up with. There's no guarantee, but I'm not going to willingly go into a situation. These women are willingly going into this situation. I'm not willingly about to go into a situation where I might have to explain to my kid where the fuck their dad is at. Because I knew that there was a possibility that he was not going to be around. What? I'm not shaming women who, like, you know, sometimes you get with people and shit happens and people break up with people, whatever. You know, those cases, you know, you try to save the relationship, you try to, you do what you can. That is out of your control. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it does not work out. But to willingly, like, even when it comes to, like, Future and all his motherfucking kids, NBA Youngboy and all his motherfucking kids, these men are having tons of kids with all these different women, with all these different, with all these different family dynamics. Because all these women are coming from different walks of life, different families, all this shit. And y'all think money is going to be the defining factor for whether these kids have a good life? These kids are fucked. Oh my gosh. I just don't understand why men simplify things that are not, there's nothing simple about them, but they simplify it to something as white and black as, oh, I have bread, so they'll be financially taken care of. How many of us went to school with rich kids who were fucked up in the head and had emotional damage and had problems and literally were depressed as fuck and were attention seekers and fucked up in the head, or had all these different, they just had all this different shit going on, had drug issues in fucking high school, to opiates, to just crazy shit, the rich kids. And their parents had, you know, their parents had money, woo, but one parent was gone and was not, you know, one parent was not in the picture. I went to school with kids like that. They was fucked up. Their houses were nice as fuck, and so were their cars. But they was fucked up mentally. They were fucked early. How are you in high school with an addiction to opiates, bro? Like, what happened? What happened? Girl. Who, somebody said it takes two to tango. She definitely mentioned both. Yeah, I'm speaking on these ain't shit dads and these women. These women are stupid as fuck. Cause in Future's case too, these women, I don't give none of them a pass either, because all of them willingly had kids with him, knowing that. I think we only have one mod in the chat right now. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think I only have one of my mods in the chat. I'm missing some. But no, even with Future, these women are so stupid, because it's like, Yo, you have, or shit, even honestly, Lil Durk and India Royale are cute. Don't get me wrong. I think certain aspects of the relationship, or I think the fact that their relationship is low key is cute. I think aesthetically is cute. But the fact that she now has a baby and she's baby mama number 6 is the dumbest fucking shit. All these women, I don't feel bad for none of Future's baby moms, but I also feel like, why the fuck? What made you, like, clout was really worth all that you seen this man, in Future's case, serial impregnating all these women, making this tribe of fucking children, and you decide to be, I don't even remember how many kids Future got at this point. Like, what, 8? I don't know. 8, 7? Somebody tell me how many kids Future has. All these kids. After the 3rd one, bitches should have been like, oh, I'm not trying to, literally after the 3rd one, somebody should have been like, I'm not trying to have all these kids with this man. Or I'm not trying to have kids with this man who already has 3 kids. Like, what? He has 9? Oh, hell no. 9? Oh my God. And all of them in different households as well. These kids are going to resent these men. They are. Oh my. Not 9 or 10, child. One of these doctors needs to clip him, girl. And they just need to, I don't know, he going for his next little routine thing or whatever. They need to just be like, sir, has anybody ever talked about your options when it comes to a vasectomy? Because I'm just not understanding. You got all this money. You know you're not going to give this time to these kids. You don't give a fuck about these kids. You are not trying to be in these kids' face. You got all this money. You have not considered getting a vasectomy, which I think they're reversible at that. You got all these bitches you know want to have kids with you just for your bread, and you don't consider getting a vasectomy? I just really be like, celebs be so stupid. They have so much money, but they be so stupid. That is the same dumbass logic to me as people that get money and don't fix their teeth. I don't understand that. Granted, that's a personal choice for people, but that's just a pet peeve of mine. Just random fact about me. I hate when people have money and they don't fix their teeth. I really, like, that is a huge pet peeve of mine. I'll be like, not you got nasty teeth, but you got bread. And it don't even have to necessarily be like them getting veneers or stuff or whatever, but I'm just like, how you rich as hell, you got missing teeth, or you got plaque on your teeth, you got yellow teeth. Teeth whitening is accessible to everybody. Even you don't even have to be rich for that. I just don't understand how people dare be rich and they teeth be fucked up. And I see it all the time up here in New York. Oh my God. Rich as fuck. Lambos, Maseratis, all this extra ass shit. You motherfucking driving a Tesla, but your teeth is fucked up. You live in a condo in New York City, but your teeth are fucked up. A gap isn't your teeth being fucked up. I think teeth gaps are so cute. That's not your teeth being fucked up. Your teeth being fucked up is what I just said. They yellow or they have plaque. They fighting each other like this. Throwing up gang signs in your mouth and you don't get your teeth fixed. But you got all this bread. You got 16 Birkin bags and your teeth is fucked up. Cardi B said she got a bag and she fixed her teeth. That was one of the first things she did. This motherfucker's out here with more money than Cardi B. Teeth be fucked up. These CEOs especially, oh my God, these CEOs and shit. I'm sorry, y'all, tangent, but this really be pissing me off. These CEOs and these executives, these hedge fund people and all this other shit, these just, even plastic surgeons, all this shit. You make people pretty for a living, your teeth is fucked up. What didn't click? What didn't click? Your teeth is fighting each other like Ronda Rousey and motherfucking Kelly Holmes. And you got the nerve to be out here smiling around wide open as fuck, and you're rich. I can see if you don't have the money to fix your teeth. That's one thing. But you're rich and your teeth are fucked up. That is unacceptable. That is literally something I feel like is so unacceptable. That should be pissing me off. That is literally unacceptable. Anyway, I'm just like with these celebrity men. Oh my God. All this money and none of y'all are getting vasectomies. I would have literally, if I was a man in the industry and I knew that all these bitches wanted me for my bread and I knew I didn't want to have a kid or I already had a kid, I literally would have been like, you know what? I'm about to get these balls tied up or whatever they do in a vasectomy. I'm about to get it done. I'm not gonna say nothing to none of these hoes, and all these hoes gonna think they got me. But you gotta be quicker than that. I would have been got one. These athletes too, stupid as hell. I would have been got one. I'm pretty sure they're reversible. I'm pretty sure if you get a vasectomy, you can get it reversed if you decide that you do want kids. Boy, if I was rich and famous and I had a dick, I would have been like, what is my option when it comes to male birth control? I do not want no kids. I'm like, how does somebody like Drake make it as long as he made it without having kids? And even now, actually, no, that's a horrible example because I'm pretty sure Drake used to have bitches getting abortions. Allegedly. That's a horrible example because I was going to say, how the fuck Drake only got one kid? But how the fuck Drake only got one kid and didn't even have the kid until he was almost 30? I think he was already 30. And these niggas can't even make it to motherfucking... You got 10? 10? You didn't go talk to your friend and ask your friend how he only got one? What? So if y'all can see me, if y'all can hear me, let me know. Let me see. Okay, good. Okay, so you guys can hear me. My phone died, y'all. I'm sorry. I said, and ooh. But yes, no, like I was saying, I'm just like, I just don't understand. Like, not saying it's necessarily right as far as like, you know, writing up crazy rules in an NDA, but at least an NDA, then you know if you're signing it, you know what you're signing. If I hope that you read it. So I'm just like, I'm sure that Drake be having bitches in the NDA be like, if you get pregnant, it's clip. You cannot keep it. If you get pregnant, this is snip snip ho. Cause ain't no way. As much as Drake's gotten around, ain't no way he only got one kid. I'm like, Future, you didn't think to talk to your peer about how he only has one and you had 10? What do y'all niggas be talking about when y'all link? Clearly not the important shit. Oh my gosh. These people literally be crazy. Ain't no way. And I'm like, at this point, when you have that many kids, this goes for Future, Nick Cannon, NBA Youngboy, all these people with all these motherfucking kids. I think even DMX had a lot of kids. I think somebody said, oh my God, how many kids DMX had? I think somebody said DMX has a lot of kids. I don't know. I can't remember. But I think, I remember hearing he had a lot. Yeah, 15. 15! Fucking kids. This can't be like God. Earth is so ghetto. And I just honestly, I love life and I pray I live a long one, okay? But I pray as well that when I do ascend one day, I pray that I complete my task on Earth efficiently so I do not get sent back to this prison planet. This is literally, Earth is a prison planet. This is hell. Ain't no burning eternally. This is hell. Earth is so ghetto. And I really do pray that I learn my lessons, I complete my karmic cycles. I feel like I completed a couple of them because like I don't have my ass whooped karmically a couple times. Okay, so I think I might have completed those, possibly. But I just pray that I complete my mission here in my physical body on this planet, because when I ascend, I do not want to get sent back here. I don't. I don't want to ascend no time soon. But I do not want to get sent back here. There's no way. It's so ghetto. I'm not meant. I'm determined. I have to complete my mission. I have to. 15 fucking kids. Oh my Jesus. So yeah, these men, they have all these kids, and it's just like, oh, on this episode of New York is always loud as fuck for no reason. But yeah, they have all these kids, and I'm just like, bro, like, it's just so selfish. It's so selfish. It's so neglectful. It's really sad, and I wish the best for. I just wish the best for all these kids, because there's no way that they're not gonna come out with like different sets of anger and trauma and neglect, emotional neglect, and it's sad. It's very sad. So yes, so that is my rants for today. I feel like I've covered everything. And I've talked you guys head off now for over an hour. So I am going to wrap this up. And please leave your thoughts and comments down below. I'll probably leave this live up for a couple days, or maybe I'll leave it up permanently, who knows. These days, it just, I don't know. I go with my mood, whatever my mood feels like. So yeah, please leave your thoughts and comments down below. Make sure that you like this stream, give the stream a thumbs up if you haven't already. And then also add me on TikTok, you guys. I really like TikTok. Add me on TikTok, add me on Instagram, add me on Twitter. I always link my social medias down below. These questions that you guys have, more so about like my life and stuff, I'm making a video for you guys about like life updates and kind of like as far as like jobs and stuff and like where I'm at right now and what I'm doing. But yeah, add all my social medias. It's been a wonderful time talking to you guys as always. Yeah, add me on TikTok. TikTok funny as shit. So yeah, bye you guys. I hope y'all all have a good night, and I will see you guys in my next live stream or pre-recorded video, whichever one I decide to do first. So yeah.